Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. What is real peace? Peace is to get to understand each other and agree on a common point. If we try to establish it by force, that will never happen. Maybe if a person or a country is stronger than the other person or the country, that can establish peace by force because the other person or the country is weak. They are not able to fight with that person or the country. Hence, they have no other choice but to accept peace. But is that the real peace? That peace has not happened in the mind of that person or in that mind of those people in that country. Always there is fire in them. They might be waiting for a chance to retort, to fight back. Then the war will again begin between those personalities or between those countries. Then that can never be kept just by force. But if we try to achieve peace by understanding each other, here that is a win-win situation for both of them. They understand each other's viewpoint, they understand each other's issues, and they agree for peace for a common objective. Maybe the weaker country might be having a huge workforce or huge resources, earthly resources. Even though the a stronger country might have a lot of weaponry and advanced technology, they also need the earth resources from earth and the human resources. So there is a win-win situation for both of them to understand each other and to achieve peace. So that peace will definitely last forever, not the peace achieved by force. Hence, let us try to understand each other and achieve peace. All the best. The moment I realized I had grown up, realization that we had grown up happened to individuals in different ways. To me, it happened in a very, very bad way. I got the realization only when I suffered a lot. Everything was going smoothly. I completed my studies, I got a job, got married, kids growing up, good salary, taken loans, everything was being paid, installments paid, bought house, everything was going smoothly. I didn't get a time to think whether I had grown up or not. But at one point of time, I lost the job. And that was economic downturn. I couldn't get a job for next 6 months. I had to pledge or sell my wife's jewels to manage those expenses. Kids' college expense, loan repayment, a lot of responsibilities, monetary responsibilities, liabilities were there. That was the time when I realized that I had grown up. I have a lot of responsibilities. I had to take care of my family. Everything, that type of realization happened to me at that point of time. Anyhow, after 6 months, I got a better job and I got good salary and I was able to repay everything and I was able to get back those jewels. Everything happened, but that period was a very, very difficult period for me. From that day onwards, I was very, very careful in all my activities, sticking to the job, present job, and managing my monetary liabilities. I was very, very careful from that day onwards. Yes, we come to know that we had grown up only when we suffer and we realize that we have a lot of responsibilities relating to us and relating to our own family. That happened to me in a bad way, in a difficult way. Thanks for making me to travel back and share this experience. Yes, life has taught us a lot of lessons. Thank you. The power of saying, I don't know. Of course, I don't know has much power. We can't understand everything in this world. It is very, very difficult, or it is nearly impossible to know about everything in this world. But many people pretend they know about everything. Whenever somebody talks about some space research, they say, yes, yes, I know about that. Whenever another person talks about some Panipat war with the year and the details, this person will say, yes, yes, I know. That is foolish. Accepting that we don't know is definitely wisdom. I remember that I have read so many subjects in my school days: history, geography, botany, zoology, chemistry, physics, maths, how many subjects, in addition to our languages, Tamil, English, Hindi. But do we remember those formulas we learned during that maths period? At that point of time, during our school days, definitely we remembered all those formulas and all those dates relating to historical happenings. Because we had to remember that to pass the exam. But now nothing comes to our mind. But if somebody talks about that history, geography, maths, some people have the habit of saying, yes, yes, I studied it at that point of time. I know about those things. But if people start interacting with them and ask questions, then definitely their ignorance will be coming out. Why to spoil our name like that? Let us accept that we don't know. That will definitely boost our reputation and that meetings and that situation. Let us try to learn something about everything, but everything about something so that we can become master of that subject. But accept that we don't know many things. All the best. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. It's all the starting point, which is very, very important. Many of us might be having that starting trouble. I do have this. The problem with me is I was into too many activities. That is why that starting trouble was there for many activities. But at present, I am focusing only on two activities: speaking in English and singing in Tamil. So now I identified my starting point. For singing, start singing. For speaking, start speaking. For that, I have identified our table topic groups for speaking, and I identified our music groups, இசை புதிது and karaoke புதிது for singing. So the single step has already started. Few miles have also traveled. I am sure that I will be able to continue this travel consistently and confidently and continuously so that I can reach my goal to become a better speaker, better singer. Yes, we have to identify our single or maximum two goals and start. That starting trouble is always there, like in our car. The engine starting trouble might be there. But once we start and once we have the control over all the facilities in that car, like clutch, accelerator, gear, if we have that control, then definitely we can travel smoothly and reach the destination. This is my experience. It is a continuing process, of course. Hope many of our members will share that type of single step journey. to 1,000 miles. All the best. When I see the picture of this garden, the first thing that comes to my mind is that hobby of gardening. Yes, it is a very good hobby. It improves our health. If we have a small place around our independent house, if we have independent house, or otherwise, if we have a balcony to create a balcony garden, it will be a very good experience for us to have this gardening as a habit. The plants growing from that seeds, the growth of that plant step by step, and then slowly the flowers coming up from buds, slowly blossoming, emitting the fragrance. Very nice experience to enjoy. If we are not able to have this gardening in our house or in our balcony, let us visit the gardens, let us visit the parks and enjoy the trees and plants and flowers and the chirping of those sparrows and the small birds in those trees. Nature is having lot of beautiful things. As one poet said, what is this life full of care? We have no time to stand beneath the boughs. Yes, definitely we have to work hard to earn for our living and to take care of our family. That is definitely there. But we have to enjoy the nature as well. Nature is actually God. As God created us, nature has created this nature. Natural beauties, all these objects, sun, moon, sky, sea, everywhere the nature shows its beauty. Let us enjoy that. This is what comes to my mind when I see this picture. All the best.